It's point number 7, and that is the most important one. Show business. To me, it's 10% show, 90% business.
And you're right, that encompasses everything we've talked about. I think
Correct.
To be successful, if you understand that 10% of what you do will be performing,
Yes.
90% will be the business.
Correct.
Show business.
And that's why we've got sponsorship. Why work harder when you can do the same amount of shows and get paid extra?
So you don't only get paid for your performance, you get paid from the sponsors.
Well, it comes back to the castle. Like the last time I worked at the castle, in fact the last 3 times I worked at the castle, I didn't get paid once. I got paid 4 times for doing the same job.
And this is how, I think, to be successful, success doesn't only include the money aspect of being
Correct.
successful, right?
No.
There are other sides to it. The fact that you can spend time with your family and all this, and you're self-employed, you're working from home.
But I look at it this way too, Paul. If someone says, gee, you work hard, I say, no, I retired many years ago. And they say, well, how can you say that? I say, well, you think about it this way. Most people have a job between 9 and 5, 6 days a week. And then they retire and take up their passion. It might be bowls, it might be magic. I've taken up my passion 18 years ago.
It's incredible, yeah. And you're at the top of the field. So all the points we've talked about today all come back to show business. So we were going to talk about this, and now's the time to talk about it in this section, show business. Marketing. Did you have a marketing plan? Is that vital to have a marketing or a business plan? Is that important?
Absolutely vital. You have to know where you're going and what you need to do to achieve what you want. I had a 5-year marketing plan, and I broke it down into years, down into months, and down into weeks.
So looking at doing, with any business, and this is the key, I believe myself, this really is the key to success, is you are running a business.
Correct.
Sometimes you can, just take advantage of everything that's out there for a business. You can get mentor tutoring, you can go to motivational, we talk about everything. Everything you've talked about, I think, comes back to one thing, and that is you have to understand that you're running a business.
I agree.
And with any business, anybody will tell you this, with any business, you must have a business plan.
Yes, marketing plan.
Now, your marketing plan would include, you would look at your year, would you, and say, right, okay, this, maybe this.
Advertising, publicity,
Right.
everything.
And this would include budgets,
Correct.
what's coming in, you would have an accountant. This is just basic business 101, which is probably a dozen tapes we could put out on just that. But just for now, I think the key thing is that people understand to be successful, it boils down to one thing: you are a business.
And you also have to time frame it. And I like using what they call critical path planning. I time frame everything. Now, if I can't achieve it by a certain time, if not, why not? What do I do to bring it on chain? Do I have to reevaluate? And quite often, you can see problems before they eventuate. And what you do is you turn those problems into opportunities.
You make a negative into a positive.
Correct.
Yeah.
So it's one of the things that I've always done. I do that with everything.
Yeah.
With my marketing plan, my business plan.
Yeah. So that's vital. The business plan, critical path planning, financial planning.
Everything's time framed. You need it time framed.
Right. Now this DVD, we can't go into detail about how to set up a business plan because that would take too long. But there are resources out there that will help people set up a business plan.
There's so much on the internet. Just do a search in Google
On business
plans. Go to the local library. There's books. It's just shelves.
And you've done all this.
Yeah.
You still do it probably.
You never stop.
You never stop.
The key is I try to read at least 1 or even 3 of those sort of books a year.
Yeah.
And that's usually in my business plan.
Wow. So that's you've written down. I must read 3 books.
Yeah, that's right.
Motivational.
Correct.
Techniques and so on. And you make time. You allot time to go to meetings.
Yes.
To read the latest magazines.
Correct. But I'm lucky there because I've got Michelle. She reads all the magic magazines from end to end for me.
Oh.
And then when she sees something that would apply to me, she puts a little yellow sticker in it and says, read this.
So she's, you have to, part of your success is due, I would say, to Michelle.
Oh,
a
very
big
much
part
so.
of your success,
A
right?
huge part.
Not just your own
We're a
motivation.
team.
Yeah, you are a team, because I know that Michelle goes with you to a lot of your shows. She helps you. She packs up. She's assistant on stage.
Sound,
She does it
lighting,
all. Yeah.
dressing.
So that's why you got the Dragon Award too. It wasn't just you; it was both of you received the Dragon
That's right.
Award, which was
We work as a team.
you're a team, and that's great. I think that's an important part of your success, because Michelle does a lot of work too behind the scenes. And if you can have somebody, a partner or a wife, husband, somebody that can help you out, you're lucky, because I think she shares the passion too. So you're very lucky there.
And also your family, use your family. It's a good way of keeping money within the family too, because you can pay your family as well.
Sure, because the girls I know
Correct.
get paid.
Yeah,
Right.
they've all, Alicia gets paid.
Yeah. Wow. So
She's only 7 now. She's paid for a life membership of the SAN.
wow, only
She's now
7.
a life member.
And of course, and you're ingraining in her too at the age of 7 all your business acumen, all your business skills. She probably looks not just at the show, but at other things you do. She looks at she's used to now being in the front page of a newspaper, major newspaper. Now you were recently on. She was on television. You're on.
Yeah, she's done 3 TV shows so far.
Yeah.
And she was only 7 doing live link-ups, and I was worried about it because a 7-year-old to do live link-ups, you know what it's like.
I know it's
on
like
television.
I did television.
But for a
couple of years.
7-year-old, that's big
Yeah.
stuff.
Yeah, no, I was worried about it. In fact, I walked off the set once in a live television show, but that's another story. Oh, funny. But so getting back to our point, business. Let's do that one again, just to reiterate that. Show business.
Show business. 10% show, 90% business.
Alan, I think that sums up everything that you are about in respect of your marketing, why you not only are at the top, but you stay at the top. And if people want to, it's not just about getting there, because getting there is a process. It's actually, perhaps the hardest part is staying there, right? Sorry.
That's what Dad said. The hardest part is staying there.
And you've stayed there for so many years, and you'll always be there at the top. And it's the points you've shared with us. I think if anybody puts these points into practice, if you can put them all into practice, there's no reason why you can't be a success.
They're very simplistic points. And if you follow that pattern, I'm sure you will be a success.
But even though they may be simplistic, I think they're valuable points, and they're points that, and it comes down to, again, about constantly keeping up to date and reading, and hopefully people that purchase this DVD will hear these points and put them into practice and hopefully motivate. Here's the thing I'd like to share, is that motivation, it's hard for you and I do motivational speaking sometimes when I'm on the ships and so on. I actually don't call it motivational speaking, because I don't believe, I want to get your opinion on this, that you can motivate somebody else.
Unless they want to do it.
They have to do it. See, I don't see this as a motivational DVD. It's not a motivational DVD. I would like to think of this as an enthusiating DVD. In other words, people listen to this, they take your points away, they're enthused. Just like we were doing at SWAP, the business meeting we used to go to. You'd come away enthused and think, that's great. And here is somebody, we would go to these meetings and we would have guests come in. They would talk to us in the mornings about their success, what made them successful, and we would come away enthused, because there's nothing stopping anybody else achieving what we have achieved or you have achieved. Certainly I think of what I've achieved, and I think of myself as that little 8-year-old boy that you knew, and I still think of myself as that kid, but
Used to come around regularly.
yeah, I know. What's the latest trick? But you enthused. It's your enthusiasm and your passion for magic that I admire. You have to be enthusiastic, and you have to have the passion as well to be a success. And you have to believe in yourself too, right?
I agree.
And I'm sure, and there's another thing that I think I'd like to touch on at the end of this, is magic. The community of magic can be quite fickle at times.
I agree.
And I'm sure you've had times where you've been disappointed with the magic community, perhaps things have upset you, but you have to rise above that. And that's also probably part of the success, is to believe in yourself, have that belief. And if you have a dream, go for the dream and go for the goal.
I agree.
Alan, this has been such a wonderful experience. I hope that I pressed record. No, I hope that everyone takes away something from this. It's such an honour and a treat to be able to sit down with you. First of all, to find some time to sit down with you. Thank you so much for giving your time. And at the end of this DVD, we will put up information, maybe your website.
Sure.
I'd like to put up the e-zine so that if people want to subscribe to the e-zine, the Magic e-zine over the internet, it comes out once a week.
Yes.
11,700 members.
That's right.
It's incredible. So Alan, thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, Alan Watson, thank you. Alan, brilliant.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Thanks.